Hey gang, welcome to the channel. My name is Andy. So when I bought my Porsche 911 4 years ago, I knew I was getting the dream car, a car I'd wanted ever since I was a kid. But what I didn't anticipate was how much it would bring to my life. It's been incredible. It's changed my world and I can't imagine living without it. So today, I want to count down the top 5 things that I feel Porsche ownership has brought to me. Now this isn't going to be a countdown list from 5 down to 1 because quite honestly the order of that list would change by the time I was finished it, but it's the 5 things that I feel the car has most brought into my world. Now before we get into it, if you don't want to miss any of the content I'm dropping here on Last Rasp, then hit that subscribe button down below and the notification button. Anyway, let's get into it. It's the top 5 things Porsche 911 ownership has brought to me. Alright, so the first thing is the sense of occasion you get driving this car. It's not just the driving of it, it's the process of even just starting it up. I walk out into the garage, have to put the key in the door to open it. It doesn't even have remote central locking. Of course, it's a key start ignition, as all old cars are. And there's a process that you have to go through to do that, which is actually really enjoyable. And it means that because the car is so involving and so engaging that you don't even need a reason to be driving it. You don't need somewhere to go. I'll often just get into the car and drive purely for the joy of driving. It's the smells, it's the sound, it's the way the car feels on the road and the feeling that you have when you're in it that just gives this incredible sense of occasion and makes you want to drive it even if you've got nowhere to go. There's also an incredible sense of adventure with these cars. There's nothing I love more than digging down deep into Google Maps and researching new roads, new regions to drive. I've lived in Victoria my entire life, yet since buying this car, I've seen so much of the state that I'd never seen before, simply because I've been hunting for great new roads to drive. And there's something so great about discovering these places, having these adventures with friends and seeing them really enjoy that process too. Driving a new road that none of us have ever driven before and sharing that experience and talking about it. I've been to small towns, I've seen incredible views, things that I just wouldn't have done without the car. Now next up, and this sounds obvious, but driving the car hard through the hills, through the twisties is just so good. It is so much fun. It's incredible how capable a car that is 30 plus years old can be and how much enjoyment it can bring. Positioning your car between the 2 white lines that define where you're allowed to be on the road, but using that space still to find apexes, still to open the corner up and ultimately carry momentum is great fun. It takes a huge amount of focus, which means that it becomes like forced meditation. Anything else that you're thinking about at the time gets pushed to the back of your mind and you largely stop thinking about it. Now, something I didn't anticipate when I bought the car was how much I would enjoy it with my family. Now, whether that's going out for breakfast in the hills with my wife or driving to wine country perhaps, whether it's dropping my daughter off at school, or whether it's taking my son to Cars and Coffee or even on a Sunday morning drive, we've had these great experiences that the car has been the catalyst for. There's something intimate about this small setting and driving somewhere that has just been so enjoyable for me and my family. And as I say, it's something I never expected I would get from this car, but I absolutely love it and it's something I feel immensely grateful for. And the final thing that the car's brought to me that I just love is the Porsche community. When I bought the car, the first drive I did in a group setting, I couldn't believe that there were all of these people who just wanted to get out on a Sunday morning, drive their cars, talk about their cars, and have a great time. Subsequently, over the years, through organising rallies, through organising Sunday morning drives, I now have a really tight-knit group of driving buddies that I see all the time. And the best thing is that these guys have become true friends outside of our driving experiences. And that's something when you're my age and you're late 40s now, nearly, you just don't expect. You don't expect to have this ready-made sudden group of new friends. And that's exactly what the ownership of the 911 has delivered for me. So buying a 911, whilst being a childhood dream come true, an absolute childhood dream come true, and I love the car itself, it has delivered a whole lot of things to me that I really didn't anticipate and never would have thought that it could bring to my life. So I'm keen to hear from you guys in the comments below. If you're a Porsche owner, what does it bring to your life? But also, if you're just a car enthusiast and maybe you're driving a Golf GTI or an old RX-7 or a Jag, whatever the case may be, what does the ownership of that car bring to your life, and why is it that you love it so much? Guys, thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate it. If you liked the video, then hit the like button, but please hit the subscribe button and the notification button. It helps me out, but it also means that you're not going to miss any of the Porsche content that I'm dropping. Anyway, guys, I will see you on the next one.